Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on a recent interview with Emilia Clarke, who stated that after the 8th season of Game of Thrones, once Game of Thrones ends, she will not be reprising her role as Daenerys again. Alright, so I wanted to give my thoughts on this one. I want to thank Jon Snow Rules who sent this one through to us to discuss for this video. If you guys have any other video suggestions, you can go ahead and send them to me through the About tab of the channel for Game of Thrones, since we're getting pretty close now to the start for the 7th season. Very exciting. So this one is referencing an interview with Emilia Clarke with Rolling Stone, posted by independent.co.uk. Link will be in the description if you guys want to read it yourselves. But we'll quote it here. The quote is, "I mean, I have no doubt there'll be prequels and sequels and who knows what else," Clarke told Rolling Stone. "But I am doing one more season and then that will be it. There's going to be a shakeup of my identity," I think she stated, "and I feel like I'm only going to understand what the last 7 years has been when we stop." So once the show finally ends. And if you didn't know, 2 seasons left of Game of Thrones. Season 7 this summer, 7 episodes. Season 8 the following summer, most likely, 6 episodes. And then that will be it for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones will be ending. Only 13 episodes left at this point, which is really crazy to think that all these years have gone by the series. And we're coming down the home stretch now. The series is getting very close to its finale, to its climax. So getting to hear this, because they are planning on doing some prequels or some more series for Game of Thrones after Game of Thrones ends, for A Song of Ice and Fire, for Westeros. As it only makes sense that they would. I mean, if you think about it, like for them to leave, for HBO to drop a license like that, you know, the series is going to end, but it's almost guaranteed they're going to have something for viewers. They've already pretty much confirmed as much, even though we don't know exactly what they're going to plan on doing, if there's going to be a prequel, if it's going to be some kind of spin-off, companion, or sequel, or something of the sort. We'll have to see what they actually put together and have for us, maybe as early as the year after the end of the 8th season. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was, a couple years after, when they start the prequel or sequel series, whatever it ends up being. Either way, I think it will do really well, and I think it will be great. Kind of sad to hear that Daenerys will not be in it, no matter what, like in no way, shape, or form. At least not Emilia Clarke playing Daenerys. If they were going to do some kind of Daenerys thing, they'd have to get another actress to do that. But I mean, it's not the end of the world, because if you think of it, for the prequel series or sequel, whatever they decide to do, like she said here, 7 seasons, she'll be in 8 seasons of the show. I feel like at that point we've seen so much of Daenerys that, it's fine if they don't cover anything with her again, because we've seen so much of her in Game of Thrones that it'll be cool to get to see maybe some other characters, some new characters, and kind of mix it up a bit, because she's such a mainstay for the main series, and, it's not the end of the world that she won't be reprising her role or anything like that. I'm most interested to see what they do with it. There's been lots of prequels and sequels of other shows. I'm thinking like airing right now, Better Call Saul, prequel to Breaking Bad, and of course with Fear the Walking Dead, you have a companion series to the original Walking Dead. Usually they're not as successful as the original, so we'll see what the prequel sequel ends up looking like and what it ends up being. I think it's got a good shot of being almost as popular as Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones has just become so huge, and there'll be so many people amped to see a spin-off, at least at first, and then maybe after one season, a lot of that hype will die off. But we'll see what what makes of that, or what comes of that. So you guys can write your comments below, letting me know what you think. Could it be possible that maybe Daenerys could be killed off at the end of the series? And that could be why she's not going to be reprising her run. And that would certainly make sense. If she's dead, then she's not going to ever have to worry about doing that. So this is not confirming that, but I'm just saying, if she's dead, then, it's what it is. So you guys can write your comments below and let me know what you think about the end of Game of Thrones. I would think that if I had to predict, I would see Daenerys sitting on the throne at the end, but this is Game of Thrones, man. You cannot predict anything with a series. You just never know until you actually see it or read it. And then we'll just do one question for this one. It's from Negan, the awesome psychopath, who says, "Hey Trev, the actor who plays Euron Greyjoy said he'll make Ramsay look like a child. Thoughts? ? I think what'll make Euron worse than Ramsay is if he could possibly kill a dragon. To be honest, I want the Night King to kill a dragon so he can ride a resurrected dragon blowing blue fire. Yeah, that would be sweet. Right, like a frost worm from like Warcraft or something. That'd be really cool, man. That would sure make for an epic final battle, right? A couple undead dragon versus Drogon or something. Drogon should be the one to survive as long as Euron doesn't kill Drogon or Ninth King doesn't kill Drogon. I feel like he's the star dragon, so you gotta have to let him survive no matter what. But Euron, he does look really cool, man. It looks like a really good villain, really good bad guy. Looks like he's got an awesome fleet, a great army, so it should be pretty good. But I think, like, in terms of personally, is he going to make Ramsay look like nothing? I don't think he has the time to. Like, it wouldn't be his fault no matter how fearsome or whatever he plays the character of Euron. He's only got 13 episodes. Ramsay had seasons to build up. Ramsay had like so much time with Theon and the others to build up as a really fearsome and sadistic bad guy that it would be really hard for me to see Euron surpass him in terms of being evil, right? Dr. Evil, right? Ramsay is like ultimate evil. So we'll see what Euron has though. But I'd say based on the number of episodes and the amount of time we have left, I'd be surprised if when this series ends, I think he's a better villain than Ramsay. Ramsay was just such an incredible villain. One of the best in the series for sure. He's right up there, probably surpassing Joffrey and close to Cersei because, if you think of her, she's been the beginning and she'll probably be there right up until either the last season or the second last season. Whatever happens this season, we'll see. But I'd be surprised if Euron is going to rank up there as one of those top villains. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, please don't forget to support the channel, subscribe. Like I said, thumb it up, all that good stuff. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.